This is the Bear Country Outdoors Barely a Podcast. I'm your host, Doug Joyce, and with me is James Forsland and Chris Cantrell. Thanks for joining.
All right, we are back doing another podcast. It has been a few weeks because the guys have been here and there and out of town, and
Chris was out of town, and then I was out of town, and then
I was out of town.
And then Jim got sick, and then Chris got sick, and
it's just been a mess.
It's been a mess, you know.
We're doing the best we can.
It was good times though, you know. You were at the Hunt Expo.
Yep, Western Hunt Expo.
Yep. I went to Barrett-Jackson with my dad in Arizona. Came home for a couple days and decided it'd be a good idea to push my luck on divorce and go back to Arizona.
You sold your truck too, right?
So yeah, sold the 47 Dodge at Barrett-Jackson. It was
a bucket list thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, my dad had so much fun. We got to go like up on stage, and it was a Monday truck, so it's not like Friday, Saturdays like the big days, and you know.
Yeah.
So it was still like there's a shit ton of people there, and all the lights. And
you know what's funny is I've had a broken leg, so I've been sitting around at home, and I turned it on a couple of times, hoping I'd see your big head up on the stage all day.
Oh, dude. I was.
Is that what he does? Breathe.
Dude,
I'm sure he does when he gets all tuned up.
Well, I had a bunch of buddies there that were buying cars, right?
Yeah.
So later on in the week, I'm sitting with this group of guys. So we're from the car club, the Broken Motor Car Club. So we all got the same shirts on and shit. And we're all sitting together, and then these guys are bidding on these cars, and then that camera comes in your face, and there's two panels on each side of this camera that are like giant light panels. So when it gets, dude, it's blinding. Blinding, and I'm sitting there half croc, like you're saying. Light on my face, man. Yeah, it was so much fun. And
That's
then
awesome.
actually, so that was, when was that? The end of January. So I sold my truck on the 19th, I think. And I just got a notification today, like, hey, we're going to send you your money for your truck. Like,
nice.
Yeah, a month later. And I'm like,
a month later?
I took a month? That's terrible.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. But, yeah, it sold for way more than I thought it would. And got to do it with the old man, and he had a freaking blast, dude. And then, he got to walk around all week being like, oh, yeah, we sold a truck here, So,
That's awesome.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Get the VIP parking pass, we're big deal.
Old Ron Cantrell.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Made a big deal out of it. That's hilarious.
Good old Papa Ron.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jim, you went to the Western Hunt Expo. Let's hear a little bit about that.
For those of you who do not know, the Western Hunt Expo, I think, is probably turned into, if not the biggest, one of the biggest sporting shows in the country.
That's awesome.
It's pretty wild, because everyone is there. Every brand is there. They do a huge bunch of sheep hunt giveaways. Like, they do a thing called Sheep Camp where they give out I think they give out 14 sheep hunts. They have just crazy exhibits. There's all the people that you recognize from the outdoor industry are there, all the celebrity people, and
obviously you were there.
Yeah, obviously.
Vendors, outfitters.
Yeah. Everyone is there. And so it's kind of this is my second year going. And it kind of is turned into almost like a reunion. It's like where you see all your internet friends, and you're like, "Hey, buddy!"
I was super bummed I didn't get to go because there's a bunch of dudes that we saw last year, and I was like, we had such a good time. I was like, "Hey, you're a real person. I'm a real person too. Hey,
yeah,
friend."
I know. That's the thing that's funny, and it was cool. We had a handful of guys, like a guy from Wyoming, a guy from Washington, that came up and were like, "Hey, I love your podcast. It's the best hunting podcast out there." And I'm like, "I don't know about that, but yeah."
Thank you for that, by the way.
Thank you.
We need all the help we can get. Tell your friends. Watch the show.
It was cool because I don't really think of us being anything special.
No.
But it is cool.
We're just a couple of buddies just bullshitting about random shit.
For me, it's cool to know that what we're doing is having some sort of influence on someone's, we're brightening someone's day.
Yeah.
Someone looks forward to listening to us dumbasses talk, and that's kind of cool, right?
Nonsense half the time.
And we always go off the rails, and shame on us, but that's kind of what we
do,
and we just kind of keep
cocktails.
it real. Yeah. And that's why our podcast is a little different than other podcasts, because we don't really try to dole it down for anybody.
No.
And I spend all my retirement on hunts.
That's right. Hey, man, you can't take the money with you when you go, Chris, but you can hold on to those memories all the way until you die.
We got a lot of taxidermy coming here too pretty soon. South Africa taxidermy, Argentina taxidermy, Texas taxidermy from last year.
Are they just putting that all in one container and shipping it over here, or what?
All I need, Doug, is for it to show up when my wife's not here. That's all that matters. I don't care how many boxes they put it in.
Good luck.
I just got to make
it's
sure
all going to show up on one trailer again.
She's going to be gone. I'm going to send her to the spa or whatever it takes.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. Dude, we're going to have to get super creative.
It's going to be all hands on deck.
Stuff.
Yeah, this is going to be this is definitely going to be like the couch is going away. A bunch of stuff's got to get moved.
You're going to have to put your workout equipment out here.
Oh, dude.
Something's got to change.
Yeah, I know. Dude.
You're going to have to running out of room, dude.
You have to clean out that upstairs in your shop over there. Start loading that thing up.
I already got a couple mounts out there.
You might have to you might have to have like a Matt Russell situation with his mega shop and just like start a whole new chapter of your trophy room.
I need a mega shop. I'm hoping that I get that property next door, and then I can put a mega shop over there, and then
there you go.
Then I could just kind of consolidate all this stuff, and then I can make this all like.
It's real life problem, dude.
Yeah, it's
real life problem.
It's first world problems. It's hard stuff. You know, if you're gonna spend your retirement on something fun, it might as well be hunts and taxidermy.
Yeah, for sure.
And guns.
And guns, for
You're
sure.
definitely not shy of that, if you could tell.
I had a conversation about guns and how many guns and what's too many guns and with someone the other day, and they were talking about, and this person, if they're listening, they'll remember this conversation, and they were talking about, I think I'm going to sell this gun, or I'm going to sell that gun, and I'm gonna get this gun, and I'm like, I'm going to give you a piece of advice that my dad gave me when I was a young man, and I listened to it, and I don't know if it's good advice, but it's advice. He said, unless you absolutely have to, don't ever sell your guns. And I have listened to that because a lot of people, I see guys all the time, like they buy a new gun, then they sell it, and they buy a new gun, then they sell it, and they go. I've never sold a gun ever in my life. So, well, I've traded a gun. Let me put it that way. That's the only thing. And it was because it gave me some bad luck.
I mean, if you can trade up, or if you're trying to get rid of some bad luck, then yeah, I totally agree.
I had a gun that I had a couple bad experiences with, and it was just like, nope, I don't want this gun anymore.
I had the same thing. I think when I finally stepped up to an .6, I had a Weatherby .6, and I couldn't hit the broadside of a fucking barn with it. I was like, Dad, get rid of this thing.
That's the exception, is like if it's a bad gun.
Yeah, if there's bad juju on it, just
or
get
something.
rid of it.
Yeah.
Or
ASP.
Or you bring it into Cantrell Outdoors, and you take that $300 gun, and we'll dump $4,000 into it, and by God, we'll make it a shooter. You know.
There you go. There you go.
It's a good deal. It's a good deal.
Man, you got me totally sold on that.
You can never have too many guns, right? You can always buy more gun safes or bigger gun safes, and you never know. One day you might be sitting there, and
the best investment
and your grandkid goes, "Grandpa, do you have an extra 308 I can have or whatever?" And you're like, you know what? I got plenty to go around.
Yeah, you do.
Old son, yeah. I collect a lot of 308s. But
you'll probably tell the kid to F off because you're like, oh, this one's sentimental to me.
Well, it's cool because, like, when my dad died, he handed down all of his guns or most of his guns to me. I think I divvied out a couple, to, like, my uncle and stuff. But all of his guns came to me, and I just can't imagine, like, not having a arsenal to hand down to my kids.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, I sold all my guns. Sorry, son. You don't get any guns,
Right.
But, like,
probably kill you.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it probably would. It's cool because, like, like all these guns, I grew up with all these guns,
Right.
Like, I have memories with them, and then when, he passed them down to me, and hopefully I'll pass them down to my kids. And that's the way it should be. Like,
I think so.
But if you sell all your guns because you just keep trading, you can't hold on to anything. Like, It's no good for no one.
No,
so
dude.
just
More-
keep your guns.
More
unless you have
guns.
to.
More guns, the better.
I agree.
More guns, the better. You can't have too many guns.
You should have one of almost every caliber.
Almost. There's a lot of calibers out there,
I'm
too.
just joking.
Or,
Maybe not.
or,
Or have 11 of the same one.
Or that.
hear me out. Hear me out. Speaking of advice, this was a great piece of advice. It came from one Mr. Matthew Russell over there in Hayden Lake, Idaho, and he gave me a piece of advice. I think we were hunting in Montana, and he said, what are you doing for your birthday? And I was like, turning old, because I celebrate. It's in November, so I'm always in Montana. And I'm like, shooting an elk or something, I don't know. And he's like, well, what I did when I turned 45 was I bought myself. He likes 1911s, bought 45 cal 1911, and I'm like, and he bought like a gajillion, right? I don't know how many but he bought a lot. He's got a lot of guns, so he bought these 1911. I was like, I got a 1911 45, and I don't really shoot it that much. And I was like, I was like, you know what? I really like lever guns. I don't have a 4570. I'm like, I'll buy a 4570. I think that's a great idea. And the boys sitting here know that I have a problem. I'm an all-in or nothing kind of guy.
Well, when you get phone calls from your wholesale dealers all the time, we got this special deal on this one.
Yeah.
Just like, here's my card.
So
Keep it on file.
what I did was I bought every 4570 that Henry Rifles manufactures. Every one. I think there's 11 or 12. Anyways, I have 11 or 12 4570s now. And I love them. Love them
It's
to
a
death.
great collection.
They're badass.
It's a
totally
collector
jealous.
item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if grown-ass men can collect Pokemon cards and spend fortunes on stupid shit like that,
Hey.
why can't we collect rifles?
Yeah.
And
It's
then-
just like women in their purses or their shoes.
Oh, dude,
exactly.
Same shit.
Don's
Except
got a
for
bunch
our
of purses.
things appreciate in value.
Exactly.
They're an investment.
They're an investment. That's what it is. It is an investment. It's like silver.
It is like silver.
Except for when silver crashed the other day.
I'm still doing pretty good, though. I'm
Yeah.
still doing pretty good.
I
Yeah.
bet you were like, man, really wish maybe I'd sold this silver.
Well, I thought about it, and I was like, what's my strike price? And it was like, I'd sell this much. Well, the thing is, like, it has to be a good trade-off for me to sell anything, right?
Right.
Like that truck that I sold, the parade truck, it's going to finish my Rolls Royce, and it's going to finish the new parade truck. And so it pays for those, and I get two of these things. Oh, that's awesome. That's a good trade, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, if I sell some silver, what am I going to do with it? And I'm like, well, I don't fucking need anything. I don't really want anything right now.
Except for taxidermy.
Oh, fucking taxidermy. Yeah, I haven't got my bill yet, so that's going to be fuck. That's maybe I'll be a fire sale on some silver.
Yeah, you will.
Dude.
Keep an eye on it, everybody.
Yeah.
You might see a random ad for selling silver online. That's
Right.
Chris
Yeah.
Cantrell paying for his taxidermy.
Need money now.
But when I turned 46, Doug, thanks to Douglas here, I bought two 460 Smith & Wessons.
You bought two?
Yeah,
This is the first of my knowledge.
Yeah, so I got the long barrel and the short barrel.
Oh, my
Because that's
gosh.
what he does.
So I'm a G like that.
That's what he does.
And I do. I love both those revolvers. They're fantastic. They shoot great. Thank you for that, Doug.
Dude, yeah.
Pushing me over.
Doug, yeah, the one
I
that-
bought the Tauruses, though. Doug's got the Smith & Wesson. Doug's got the fancy one. It's like nice, stainless, heavy. Like if it doesn't work, you
Yeah,
can
the
hit
Smith
somebody with it.
Oh, dude, you fucking kill somebody with it just by hitting them with it.
Yeah.
I know that
It's like
the one
well,
that
I think
Doug
it's-
has
I
will
think
leave your
it's
ears ringing.
72 ounces, I think.
It's a man's gun.
It's a man's gun.
The thing is, I don't
It's a
think
man's gun.
if you guys have never met Doug or been to one of our events or fundraisers or the shit that we do, Doug's a giant human being, and you can't tell like I feel like this because you watch like movies like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was like the size of a small baby, you know?
Yeah.
and he looks like a normal man.
5'5". Yeah. Because they put a box down for him.
Dude, I was his size when I was in diapers, like and so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Like when you go out and you pull this giant freaking handgun out, it's like it's a huge fucking handgun, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big handgun.
Yeah.
I mean, James is the smallest of the bunch, and he looks small next to Doug, but James is a big dude too.
Yeah.
I would say I'm a big dude. I'm an average-sized male human being.
The average man's like what, 5'8", 160,
Probably, yeah.
and built like a fucking.
Chinese man.
Oh, dude. That's funny.
Doug, you're making beer go out my nose.
That's funny because I was just gonna say wet top ramen.
Jeez. Here we go.
Doug and I are on the same page.
I feel like that's all clothes are made for these days. It's like,
dude.
oh, this is a 2X, and you put it on. It's like, what, fucking in Asia? Fucking 2X in Asia? Like,
Speaking of, the guy that made the T-shirts for our last fundraiser, he just got a building down in downtown Arlington.
Oh, good.
So we're gonna get some more shirts made.
Nice.
Love that guy. Well, it was inked. Was it inked? No.
Yeah, I think so. I think it would be safe to talk about our new shirt that's going to come out.
Oh, yeah. James came out with this great idea. He just put it in my lap. He's like, Doug,
This is what
you
we're
need
doing.
to work this up right now.
Well,
okay.
I think it was an excellent idea by James because unless you've been under a rock, you've seen that the frickin' retards in California are trying to kill all of the incredible mule deer on Catalina Island.
Yeah.
Dude, there must be so much money behind doing all that.
That whole thing is just a mess. It's
Oh
a
my
huge
gosh.
mess.
There's a bunch of super rich douchebags who want the deer gone.
Because they're eating their grapes.
So here's the thing. So
Here's the
let's
deal.
Here's
let's
the deal.
dive into this a little
Here's
bit,
the deal.
Okay, we're going to talk about the Catalina Island
and then we'll talk about what we're
Catalina
doing with
wine
the,
mixer.
The Catalina. So that was as of
Was
like
that a joke?
a year ago. That was the only thing I knew about Catalina Island. It was fucking Catalina
wine
mixer.
Yeah, dude.
And so then, my good friend Charles with Howl.org, and he starts this project. I think it was almost 2 years ago now. And I think it was just going to be like some content around like what's going on with these deer, why there's a organization on the island called the Nature Conservancy of Catalina Island or whatever. And they came up with this plan that they wanted to eradicate, as in eradicate mean fly with helicopters and slaughter all these deer on the entire island, which they've already done with, like, I guess there was goats there. They already did that. They wiped them out. There's also bison on the island.
I saw that, dude.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
So they came up with this plan, right? And the whole point of this is they want to rewild, or like it's kind of like the same theory that like what they want to do here. They want to rewild the island. They want it there's certain vegetations to take off and recover the island. It's like a recovery. Like a plant recovery.
I thought it was all about. I don't remember what specific plant it was, but they're like, oh, well, they're eating this specific plant, and we're worried about it's going to be gone forever. And I was like, see, you're going to go kill a bunch of deer for who gives a shit about this plant?
Yeah.
You
well,
know?
and so
Just go plant another one.
So here's where it gets muddled, though. Is like, so they hire their own scientists to do these surveys of the deer populations on the island. So the whole point of this working depends on the population of deer on the island. Because if the population is in control, that means that the hunting program has been working. Mm-hmm. And there's never been like a set number of deer or like a goal for the island at all. So, like, they've had hunting on the island to reduce the populations of deer, but it hasn't been like our population goal is 500 deer. This is how many deer we estimate to be on the island, so this is how many deer we have to kill this year. Like, there hasn't been like a structured plan, which we all know that's how management works, right? Like,
You got to have a plan. There's spreadsheets and numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, there's, all the states we hunt, they all have X amount of tags they give out for residents and non-residents. They have estimations on success rates and stuff like that, so they can kind of guesstimate the amount of deer that are going to die.
And to be fair, if people don't know, Catalina Island's in California.
Yes.
And California's run by Gavin Newsom, who's a booger-eating retard. So you can imagine.
Dude, that state is so screwed. They've
can see how he's run this.
3 multi-billion-dollar companies leave.
That's a
Yeah.
It's a beautiful. It's like Washington. It's a beautiful
state.
Yeah.
And it's run by absolute
Yeah.
freaking dummies. Like they couldn't balance a checkbook. They're like children with credit cards. And so, just to pile on the point for James, like you have these people who've proven themselves can't run a state. So what they're going to do, the best idea they can come up with, is extirpate these things from the environment.
Yeah, so that's where it gets wild because the state of California still has to have their hands in this, right?
And where's the animal activists on all this?
So this is where things get wild. So Charles goes there. So fast forward, Charles goes there. He starts doing this stuff, kind of reporting on the story, trying to get some content, and then he realizes, holy shit, like this is a much bigger story than I thought it was. He thinks, and well, I don't know if he thinks this. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he probably suspects the same way I do that the Nature Conservancy was lying about the population estimates because they were using what's called spotlight surveys, which basically they drive around on a couple roads on the island at night with a spotlight and then look how many deer they see, and then they estimate the entire island's deer population, and all the guides on the island, like the hunting guides, are like, there's no way that there's 2,000 deer or whatever they're estimating.
I thought they said like 3,000. Yeah, and I was like, there's no way there's that many deer.
He's
on
like,
the island.
there's no way. He's like, there's probably like, between 800 and 1,000 deer at max, right, on the island, which would mean that the hunting has been working, right? And we all know that if you put enough hunting pressure on anything and you knock down enough animals, it works.
It
like,
works.
It works.
Yeah.
It's not like it can't work.
Right here.
I'll go there for a week, me and Chris, and how many do you want taken out?
Yeah.
How many deer do you need gone?
How many can I take?
Yes, me and Chris can pack out 2 or 3 a day, probably.
Easy, yeah.
Give us access to the island. We'll go in there and fix it for you real quick.
I'll do it for free taxidermy. I want to life-size every single deer.
Chris, shooting all the big bucks.
Dude, I would shoot so many deer, and it would be all life-size, and they'd be gut skin.
Well, and like
the meat.
But here's the thing,
running.
like, yeah, hunters will use it, right? Like we'd go there
Every inch.
I would be happy to go there and shoot 3 or 4 deer, and I'll take all the meat and everything. Like,
oh, dude,
no big deal. But what they want to do is just, they're like, no, we're just gonna wipe them off the island because this. I mean, if you watch the documentary, it's called Killing Catalina. It's on YouTube. It's insane to watch Charles talking with this woman who's in charge of the Nature Conservancy program, and to hear the words coming out of her mouth. It's like, this is messed up. This is wrong. And so Charles hired a drone specialist, infrared drone specialist, to go and do like his own count of a section of the island, just to see if it was even close. And then by the estimations he had, he was like, this is not right. So in the meantime, Charles releases this documentary, Killing Catalina. The day he releases it, they fast forward and they supercharge that plan forward and sign off on the killing of these deer, basically.
That's crazy.
In the same day. Like the day he released it, like they got wind of this thing's coming out. It's going to be a big problem for him because, it's going to upset a lot of people. He got the Humane Society of Catalina Island to agree that hunting is the answer.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
That's how big this thing is like you got the Humane Society agreeing that hunting is a better option than wiping these deer off the island.
That's incredible. Good for you. Good for you, Charles.
That's crazy how it takes that kind of mentality to finally understand what we as hunters actually do when we harvest animals.
How important it is. Especially in population control. Because, there's examples across the U.S. all over the place about how hunting has reduced populations in overpopulated areas, or like areas that have mass casualties from vehicular, hitting deer and stuff like that. The hunting works, and so it's proven to work. So to make a claim that hunting didn't work on an island that has no massive vegetation, there's no tree, like big trees and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To make a claim that hunting can't and won't work is just the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I did see on their plan that it said if it was in like too remote or rugged of an area, they were going to take taxpayer money, pay sharpshooters from the state, come in, shoot these deer, and if it was too rugged or remote, they're just going to let it lay and die.
Yeah.
And not use anything. They're not no meat recovery, no nothing. And I'm like, you pieces of shit. You absolute pieces of shit.
It's like the ultimate, in my opinion, it's the ultimate disrespect to the animal
100%.
to shoot it and leave it and just let it lie. That's just like, and I don't care who you are, where you're from, or whether you agree with hunting or don't agree with hunting. That is the most disrespectful thing you can do to an animal, is just to shoot it to leave it lie. Except for, like, you know, there's certain animals you can't eat. I'm talking about animals you can eat that are good protein, like a deer or an elk or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like the ultimate disrespect.
Dude, I'm eating
to the resource.
I'm eating some Catalina Island deer.
Oh yeah, dude.
All day.
Dude, they probably
Dude,
tasty.
we get flip flops on those things. We can do a bunch of flip flops.
Oh, dude,
with
the
all
flip
those
flop.
Catalinas.
I'll get the flip flop guy down to Catalina Island.
Yeah, we'll call Andy up. Be like, hey, dude, we got like 15.
The meat's probably so
flip-flops.
delicious from just mowing on freaking grapes all day long.
So our island deer here, right? You guys know how good the island deer here are.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? They're just bigger because they're mule deer down there.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
it'd be awesome,
Dude.
Yeah.
So what's crazy is, so then Charles, he just recently offered basically to have Hal fund, probably in partnership with like, you know, a couple organizations,
I saw that.
a real, fully scientific
Thermal drone.
thermal drone accurate deer count of the entire island.
And he'd pay for it.
And he would pay for it, and we would pay, like, basically hunters would pay for it, right?
I'll chip in.
And the Conservancy declined the offer.
Big shocker because
they know.
They know, and I think that they're just trying to like hide. The fact is that the numbers aren't what they say they are, and so their whole science behind making this assumption that hunting doesn't work is false, and they know that. So now it's in the hands of politicians if it's going to stop.
There's just got to be so much money behind it where they just want all the deer just gone, like now.
There's somebody who's super rich and super powerful.
Yeah.
And doesn't give a shit. And let's be
Puppet
honest.
master.
Yeah, and unfortunately, some people, not all people, but some people, are real pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those people. And now we got to fight them. So
Yep.
Charles, thanks for doing that.
He's probably on the Epstein's list.
Oh, 100%.
Definitely on the Epstein's.
Dude.
So to do our part and try to help out with that whole situation, we are going to be releasing this week. So by the time you hear this, it'll already be out.
Yep.
A
special edition shirt.
Yes, a special edition
Catalina Island.
Well, it's not like technically Catalina Island, but it's to save the deer on Catalina Island. It's to help fund the project that Hal has going on to try to do all this. It's part of the proceeds, or a big portion of the proceeds, are going to go to Hal, and it is going to be a Mule Deer Matter T-shirt. That's what it says, Mule Deer Matter. It's really cool. Go check it out if you want to help support in some way. Go on our store and buy this shirt.
Yeah, we're doing pre-orders for 2 weeks, and the orders will be shipped out a month after the end of that.
Yep. So
period.
You'll have to wait a little bit, but
yeah,
you will be contributing to help fund this fight and to help support Hal and to help save the mule deer on Catalina.
I like it.
And we hope,
or at least save them for the hunters.
Yeah, save. You know, we're not here to advocate for non-hunting or like the Humane Society, but
preservation. We're for
conservation.
Yeah, conservation.
We're not a preservation company.
Use 'em.
We're conservation.
We want to help everybody.
It's like growing trees, you know?
You know, there's a lot of organizations out there that are sitting on their hands in the midst of all this, and I mean, I'll out them. The Mule Deer Foundation ain't doing shit.
Really?
Yeah, they're sitting on their hands. They made a statement, and they're not helping fund as of right now. Maybe that'll change in the time where between now and when someone actually hears this, but it made me super upset because it's like, this is a Mule Deer Matter, right?
Yeah.
This is wiping mule deer off the face of a landscape in an already, mule deer are on the decline throughout the West.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a proven fact right now. And to take a resource that's healthy and thriving off of the landscape, there should be, organizations like Mule Deer Foundation stepping in and saying, hey, we're going to lead the charge on this. At least bring mass awareness. If you're not going to sue or do anything like that, which some of these organizations can't get involved in that,
Right.
they should at the very least be helping bring mass awareness amongst the community.
Yeah.
So
Use your
if
platform
you're
for good.
if you're in the Mule Deer Foundation and you're listening to this, which I doubt you are, do better, please.
And you still owe me a gun from like 4 years ago.
You know what? Just another reason why I'm not happy with them.
The Mule Deer Foundation still owes me a gun for buying a fancy table.
Guys are failing.
Yep. Shame on you.
Yep. So that's happening.
Well, past that, what else have we been up to? What else have we got going on?
Oh, I have been sitting on my ass doing a whole lot of recovery, but I've also been doing a buttload of editing, and I've been working on the spring bear hunt from 2025 that me and Jim went on over in Montana.
It's
and
gonna be awesome.
It's going to be really good.
That was probably one of the wilder hunts I've had in a while.
You pretty much explained it. It was probably the hardest hunting you've ever done in your life.
I tried to
For
tell
bears.
Doug. I tried to tell Doug it was going to be a grind.
Oh, man, and it was a grind.
Yeah.
And if you don't like ticks, don't go spring bear hunting in Montana.
That's why I'm going to Alaska.
Oh man,
And you know what's crazy is like I have been, going through all that, and we put a little bit about, the ticks in there, and and none of the content did I ever get any close up of a tick.
Really?
that's crazy. Because
We
should
were
have
picking
got
them off of each other.
we
for-
should have got some content of our system that we had created in the trailer.
Oh, well, do tell, boys.
We're like sitting there like baboons, like picking them
Yes.
off of each other.
Dude, so we had like a system down. It was when you get in the trailer and you get down in your skibbies,
Yep.
Yeah.
you basically we check, and then Doug's like turn around and I'm like, yeah, you're good. You have to check your own butt though. And
Yeah.
but we would find a lot of ticks, right? And I have like a stainless steel little stove
Yeah.
that sits on the counter, and we would put all the ticks on that stainless steel stove because the edges are.
Yeah. Every tick that you take off you in the trailer has to get literally burned on the spot. Otherwise, it's
like the stove
where did
running?
it go?
No,
no. We just put it there. We use a lighter.
So we had a lighter
We
that
just
like,
light them on fire.
we would just be like, shh, and then it burns all their legs off, and they basically just like, ah.
Yeah, they're dead.
Good.
But there would be so many times where we'd like pull like a couple of them off, and we just like put them on the counter, and then we'd forget about it, and they're like, "No, where'd it go?"
And you don't want to lose track of them.
No, because you
trust
don't know
me,
where
you
they're
don't,
gonna go.
You don't want to. And even after you pick them all off, you still find more later.
Oh,
Yeah.
they'll get in your butt, dude. They'll get in your butt.
Dude.
100%.
The craziest thing is, dude, I picked so many off the back of my neck
Yes.
and like coming up behind my ear.
You'd be like, oh, man.
And the weird thing is like I never got bit.
What?
Yeah, like
remember I had a couple.
You got one. Yeah, you got bit. Just like
They'd start burying their heads.
they
in.
literally one like just bit him. It was hilarious. He's like, Doug, you just checked me. It's like, oh shit, it's biting me right now.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, they would crawl up on the inside of your shit, and they'd be there all day. But I never had one bite onto me.
Really?
Yeah,
it takes them a while.
you take your your bottom layer off that's up against your skin, and you take your shirt and you put it inside out, and you're like, oh man, you're like pick like 3 or 4 of them off.
So
They don't like Coors Light then, huh?
maybe not.
I don't know.
I don't know. I had a couple start to bury in there a little bit, and then not deep enough to where they got their whole head in there.
Ugh, dude, ticks are so gross.
Pro tip though, like if you want to make sure that you get all of them, don't wear camouflage because it's very hard to pick
Yeah.
off. Like, because you can't see them
yeah.
with the colors. Like, you either
Yeah.
need to wear a solid
Wear solid pants.
pants.
That's a big one.
Solid shirt, and if you're gonna do like a long underwear or something, try to do white because white would actually you'd be able to see them pretty
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
We had our Numa, those merino wool ones, and
Yeah.
dude, it was so hard to see them on those.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Luckily, the inside layer was kind of like a lighter color,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was a little easier.
The inside you could see,
Yeah.
but the outside would get lost and We couldn't find them.
I hate ticks, dude.
Dude, they're the worst.
There were so many.
much.
And then you'd be sitting down on the ground and you fall asleep or something. You take a nap and you wake up, you'd be freaking covered in them.
Dude, there was one spot, I swear, we walked in and I looked down at my legs and I swear there had to be a dozen of them on my legs within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, we're walking up a road.
There were certain spots that we were in that there were everywhere. And then there were some spots where there was almost none.
And the thing that we figured out was the areas that didn't have any is where the bears were.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where we would find. That's where we found the majority of the bears.
We got up above a certain elevation. I can't remember. It was 5,000 or 5,500 feet, and the ticks were almost none. There, you get maybe a couple of them, but.
And it made you wonder, is that why the bears were there?
Yeah.
Did they bother them so
Yeah.
much that they're just they're looking for an area where there's no ticks?
Did your bear have ticks on it?
Not
that
really.
we noticed.
No. I'm sure they had a few, but
That's interesting because you would think, with their hair,
Yeah.
they'd be riddled with ticks.
Oh, dude, over there they should be for sure.
Maybe we have a bear scientist on here that can tell us why. That'd be really. So,
I'm not a scientist, but I'll tell you why.
tell me, please.
Why the hell would
let's
you
hear
like
it.
ticks?
Because they don't like ticks and they go where they're not.
There you go.
Touche, sir.
Keep it simple.
touche.
Scientific as it gets.
Okay.
Simple science.
I've been bit by one tick,
Yeah.
and I got sick as fuck and had to go to the hospital.
Where did
Really?
it bite you? Was it in the?
Not on my pee-pee because it was too small. On the outside of my ankle, which I can't see, right? Because I don't bend at all.
Yeah.
But it got in my boot. And there's these, they call them pepper ticks there. They're literally the size of a piece of pepper. And the truck broke down in the bottom of this gully. And so we're sitting there waiting for a dude to come to tow us out. And I remember looking down, and it was hot as shit. So I had my pants pulled up like this. And I remember looking, and it was just about this swath of my leg was black. Dude, I'm talking hundreds of these things, and I was like, what is it? They look like fleas. They look just like fleas.
Really?
I was like, gross, dude, fleas. And the guy goes, those are pepper ticks. I'm like, oh, I'm freaking out, right?
Yeah.
But they're tiny. They're the same size as a flea, so you brush them off, whatever. So it bit me on the outside of the ankle, and I got tick bite fever. Dude, you want to talk about getting sick?
Tick bite fever.
Bro, if you ever go to South Africa and get tick bite fever, it comes just heads up. When you sit on the toilet, get a bucket out front too, because it comes out both ends at the same time. I remember I got in the shower and I turned the shower all the way to hot, and I'm just shivering and shaking, and I was so cold. Didn't matter how hot the shower got, I could not stop the chills.
Wow.
And it just, dude, blew out both ends all night, zero sleep.
You sure that they just didn't tell you that it was tick bite fever and really it was the zebra curry you had the night before?
Oh, I got AIDS. I got AIDS now, for sure. It's AIDS.
it was ape AIDS.
It did. Yeah, it was terrible. So tick bite fever, if you ever go to South Africa, just be aware. But the thing is, I went to the doctor. They gave me, it was $7 to go to the doctor. It was nothing. And they gave me medication, and I was fixed up in a day. And I was in and out, bing, bang, boom. And it was dude, healthcare there is.
Just give you some penicillin and send you on your way.
Yeah, just penicillin.
I don't even remember what the hell they gave me. Yeah, but it was literally you have to pay for this up front. And I'm like, oh god, how much is it going to cost? Because obviously they know.
And they're like, it's $5.
Yeah, it was so cheap, dude.
Which is probably a ton of money.
Oh, that was yeah, you got to pay for it. And I'm like, yeah, it was later. I think the meds were it was under $8.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was cheaper than
Probably-
the cheapest hunt in Africa.
Probably
Oh,
for
dude.
meds from World War II.
It's totally worked.
It's just penicillin.
They totally worked.
Yeah.
They totally
They
worked.
use it for everything.
So, yeah, if you go hunting in those areas that have ticks, make sure you're checking yourself every night before you go to sleep.
Washington's never really, even anywhere I've been in Washington, hasn't ever had bad ticks.
No.
Even like turkey hunting and stuff, and I've spring bear hunted in Washington a few times. Never had bad ticks, but as soon as you get in that northern Idaho panhandle and then northern Montana, dude, it is tick central in the spring. And I don't know why that is, but Maybe one of you folks listening can tell us why that.
Maybe there's
that
a tick
is.
scientist along with the bear scientist.
Yeah, tell all you tick scientists out there.
The crazy thing to me is like I always try to figure out how the fuck do they get on you?
Dude,
You
they
know?
hang off those blades of grass. And
They hang
wait.
off
Yeah.
those blades of grass and
They,
then
like, wait.
And they
pounce.
wait. Yeah. And
Is that the sound they make?
dude.
It's like Ricky Tikki Tabby.
Dude, ticks and mosquitoes, no thank you.
Yeah, they're no fun.
No,
We ran into a lot of those.
I don't like out of all the little pests out there in the world, like yellow jackets. I freaking hate yellow
Dude,
jackets.
same here.
Like,
Well, that's because you're allergic.
yeah,
to
I'm
them.
allergic to them. But I mean, ticks are up
I
there.
hate 'em too.
I could probably just die, but I
Dude,
hate them.
I
Yeah.
hate those things.
I've only had to do the adrenaline shot once.
Oh, the EpiPen?
Dude, that you want to go on a wild ride doing it. One of those EpiPens.
Speaking of that, that year that we all went over there for the hunt in at your cabin,
Yeah.
and I think I was the first one there, and I called up. I don't know who I called up first. I think it was you, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
"Oh, dude, the yellow jackets are out of control over here
Yeah.
right now." And then knowing your condition, I was like, "James, you better bring your shit."
Oh yeah,
Dude, every single one of us got stung in camp except for
Me.
this guy.
Well, that's because Chris spent like $500 on
Yeah, but
on
that
like
didn't help.
commercial-
Everyone got fucking
I
stung.
did.
though there was but it helped, dude, because there was a lot of bees in those traps.
Dude, I
Oh,
bought
dude.
so many traps, dude.
Dude, there was
Yes,
thousands
they were
of
hanging
yellow
everywhere.
jackets.
It's probably the only thing that saved me. So thanks, Chris.
100%.
You're welcome, buddy.
There's still a couple of those traps over there at
yeah,
the cabin.
I know. What, it's like 3 years old now.
Yeah,
Dude.
they have like the weird. It's like this gel. It's like a bee pheromone you got to like put in it, and then they
Yeah.
like crawl inside.
Yeah, all those yellow jackets are like petrified in there now.
Oh yeah, dude. That was it's only like every like 3 or 4 years there's like a bad yellow jacket year, and then there's yellow jackets everywhere. And then you go over there some years and there's none anywhere.
Speaking of that bear hunt and that time of year, I saw something on the internet. I think the old Conservation Coalition Washington had posted something about some sneaky shit
Yeah.
that that
that's
somebody snuck in. I don't know who it is, Lorna, but I'm guessing that somebody with bad intentions put that in.
Yeah. So the management plan, it's like I think it's like the 3-year management plan or something. They snuck in some verbiage that can be used during season settings, and it was like if like the ability to possibly reduce the season to after Labor Day for bear hunting in units or areas of concern where bear viewing might
conflict
with bear hunting. And
They
I
lo-
was like,
Dude, if you want to go look at bears, go to fucking Yellowstone.
Dude,
yeah,
here's the deal.
like-
I've never seen anyone looking at bears.
Go,
Here's
go,
the deal.
Go over to Squim. Go look at the bears at Squim. And
I-
throw them pieces of bread. I
Yeah,
mean,
the wild game
fucking
farm
leave
or
our
whatever.
bears alone.
I
yeah.
can 127% debunk this horse shit right now. I have been on the PCT, the Pacific Crest Trail, which is the most hiked trail in Washington State.
Yep.
People hike it from Canada to Mexico,
People travel like from around the world.
all around the world.
Yes.
I was bear hunting on this trail with our good friend, the ginger from Darrington. We won't mention his name. He doesn't want the government to know about him. But we're sitting there and we're glassing up these bears, and I am not shitting you. I bet you 100 people walk by in a day, easy.
Yeah.
100 different people, and they would walk by, and most of them did not speak English. But they would go, oh, like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
As I'm sitting there in camo with a rifle. And we're like, oh, we're looking at that bear across the canyon. And they go, oh, there's bears? Where?
Yeah.
Nobody in this state goes bear viewing. And if they do, if you go bear viewing in this state, you are a hunter going to go kill a bear.
Yeah.
That is the only reason. So
Yeah.
whoever put that in, again,
It was Lorna.
I guarantee it was,
Yeah.
which is complete horseshit. So they're trying to take 5 weeks of our season away from us, which is total horseshit.
Some of the most productive times to go kill bears, because let's be honest, if they took that time period out of the equation.
Our hunting is screwed. There's the berries. They're gone. They're all burned out.
Because, a lot of the berries are going to be burned out. And the berries that are still left, most guys, by the time Labor Day rolls around, are now moving on to deer hunting and elk hunting and stuff like that.
100%.
So the harvest numbers would be dramatically decreased if we lost that time.
Which is going to dramatically increase conflict.
And who's going to be the one in charge of deeming whether a area is a bear viewing area or a popular bear viewing area?
Oh, boy.
So it just leaves like this wide open gauntlet for them just to be like, well, this might be a bear viewing area. Oh, and that's certainly a bear viewing area. And this area is very popular for bear viewing. So now we're talking about the entire North Cascades system
they're going to do?
Closed.
They're going to go on the back end of the system because we have to fill out hunter reports in Washington State, and they're going to go, Chris Cantrell, he killed a bear in this GMU. Guess what? Bear viewing unit. Yeah. We're going to push that to September. Oh, he killed it August 15th. Nope, September 7th now.
Yeah, and you can't misreport because that's illegal too.
Yeah,
they're all in the desert unit.
Yeah,
right.
What unit Seattle in?
Right. Yeah, it just sucks.
It's in 410 North Sound.
Yeah,
this state is completely going to shit. It really bums me out in more ways than one. Which I'm not going to get into the whole
taxes,
income tax thing. Thank you,
man,
James.
The taxes.
They just passed they passed a bunch of taxes last year that, us small business owners are paying now. And now they're trying to tax the people who actually run the companies and provide the jobs out of the state, because the state is literally, I know I said this before, I'm probably going to get canceled for it, but it's run by retards. And I say that with the most definite affection towards these people who cannot even color with crayons. They are so freaking stupid. And they do these things, and it just doesn't make any sense. They just want chaos. That's it. That's all they want is chaos.
I feel like this state has gone into a complete out of control. I would say it's like the 3 T's, right?
Ooh, let's hear it.
What do we have? What do you think the 3 T's are?
All I see is a child with
Washington.
Matches running the state. That's all I see.
Taxes,
tyranny. Okay, yeah.
Trannies.
The transgender, yeah. They want to sterilize our children. That's a given. Bob Ferguson is a big fan of sterilizing children.
Dude, it's.
Oh man,
I love this state.
Man,
I
we're
love.
really going
I love.
down a dark hole in this one, boys.
Well, whatever. Cancel.
It's been a couple of weeks. We gotta let it out.
I do love this state. Like this is the worst part about it.
It's a beautiful state.
Washington, Oregon, and California are stunning, and they are run by terrible people. They don't know how to run a business. They don't know how to balance a checkbook, and they all of them want chaos. All of them.
Yeah.
It seems like it. It so
they just
certainly
love
seems
wasting
like it.
our
And
taxpayer
we have
dollars. That's for sure.
We have a spending addiction in this state with tax dollars, and all they keep doing is increasing it and increasing it. What happens when a drug addict starts doing drugs? Well, they start out and they can use X amount of drugs for a certain amount of time, and then they build up a tolerance,
and they want
more drugs, and then by the time they are like damn near killing themselves, it takes so much drugs for them to get the same high that they were getting before.
Yeah, and then think about all the taxpayer dollars that's being wasted on all the first responders that are, responding to overdoses.
Oh yeah,
and then going and giving them Narcan.
I mean, I was trying to make a relation to taxes, but drugs.
Speaking of,
yeah, but that's
thing.
connection, because that's just we're wasting money for our first responders to go do something that shouldn't be happening in the first place.
So this is going to tie in with your first responder thing. Give me a minute. I tell a long story.
Bring the weave on. Let's go.
Here we go. This is the perfect Stephen Ronella mishmash. So they spend too much money. Bob Ferguson, absolute bald-faced liar. He says, this has shocked me when he first started running. He said, and I quote, look it up, 0 new taxes. I'm going to run the state with budget cuts, and that's how we're going to balance the budget. And I thought, holy crap, like this is a guy who I'm not a fan of, right? Mm-hmm. But that makes sense. Don't get me wrong. I could give a shit less if you're a Republican or a Democrat. As long as you're a decent person, great, fantastic. So I was like, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. What does he do? Largest tax increase in state history right off the get. Mm-hmm. So bald-faced liar, shame on him. Have fun in hell, Bob.
Yeah.
Then he promotes – he's got a daughter too, by the way, and he's promoting men and women's sports.
Yeah.
So shame on him, number 2, piece of shit.
Yeah.
That really strikes a nerve with me, by the way. And number 3, now they're trying to push a state income tax through, right?
That's already going through, yeah.
So they're pushing that through. And to weave all the way back around to Douglas here, they're going to raid the pension for firefighters
and police officers.
Yep. To fund his credit card spree in the state, to pay for all of the complete, absolute freaking nonsense. I'm talking Somali daycares. I'm talking tax fraud. I'm talking all of it.
Yeah.
Nick Shirley, come up to Washington.
Yeah.
Make that make sense,
You won't be
dude.
surprised. You'll find more bullshit going on here, just like you've been finding all over.
I
across the
apologize if
country.
this makes you uncomfortable and it's not fun to listen to, but good Lord, it pisses me off.
It gets us fired up.
Man, it pisses me off.
It takes us down some dark
you know,
roads.
and
in these
it just
podcasts.
keeps forcing our hand more and more. Like, you know, I go over the border in Idaho all the time, and as soon as I cross over the border, I'm like, holy shit, gas is like $2 a gallon here. You know, or like it's like $1.99 a gallon or whatever, and I'm like, I haven't seen that ever in Washington in like the last decade. And then you cross right back over, and it's like it's a 30 to 40% increase from Washington to Idaho as far as just gas prices alone. And that's not because it's cheaper for Idaho to get a hold of gas. It's because of all the bullshit taxes and stuff that we've piled up on our gas.
Dude.
The greenhouse tax and all the other taxes, and then they just pass another tax. I got taxed the other day for, I can't even remember what it was, but it was a weird state tax on some item that I bought. And I was like, what the hell is this? It's like some other sneaky tax that was just added onto something, and I'm just like, at some point,
Where's the breaking point?
like there has to be a breaking point because we cannot.
The Boston Tea Party.
I was just going to say the tea's got to go in the harbor, Doug.
Dude.
Eventually.
The tea has to go in the harbor.
Here's the deal, guys. I'm getting old. My knees hurt. You know, I got a kid. I don't want to go fight.
Yeah, I don't want to go dump tea in a party.
I don't want to
go
have a
do other
civil
shit.
war. But at the same time,
If they were French, I'd want to do it.
these guys, they need to get hot butts. They need timeouts. They need to go in the corner. You know, like, who's running the show here? Dummies. Dummies are running the show. So we just got to do better.
It's just we're putting these people in the position to make these decisions for us, and it really sucks. And I don't know what to do about it. I don't know if there is anything we can do about it. I've never been one to roll over, though.
That's the thing. I'm too ornery.
Yeah. We're always trying to make noise about it.
We speak our mind.
I try to affect those around me and give my perception to them, or at least let them know my perception.
Yeah.
So that
We're
the
not
next
trying
time,
to force anything on
No,
anybody. Just use
I
your
just want
brain a
people
little
to
bit.
understand, you know, even people that I know it's going to be like a confrontation or whatever, like they all know where I stand, you know.
Yeah. 100%.
You got to just do better, get involved. James was talking about Charles from Howell. You know, I just got a deduction of $300 from my bank account for Howell.
So did I.
Yeah.
It
And then,
renewed. I forgot we signed up for it.
Yeah. And then and then I got, my blood origins hit. So they got 600 and something bucks out of my bank account for blood origins. And the thing is, guys, if you knew me and you knew the nonsense I was dealing with right now and how much money was going out, you'd be like, Chris, you probably shouldn't be doing that. But guess what? You got to put your money where your mouth is.
You do.
If you've ever been in my downstairs, you've seen all these stupid plaques everywhere that I got, like it's a A+ report card, which I've never seen before. But it's life member, life member, life member, life member, life member, because I donate to these organizations who are out there fighting for us. So I do feel strongly about that. I think that people need to put their money where their mouth is, and you make $50, $100, $500,000 a year, whatever you make doesn't matter. You can take a couple bucks and you can kick into these organizations, because if you don't do it, the people that are watching the crying cat ads and nonsense.
Well, they're super funded, dude.
Super.
Washington Wildlife First is funded by Jody Allen.
Yeah, and she's about to have a pile of money.
Yeah, and that's kind of scary too, because it's like
money
she's
talks.
already given it. Like, she makes a couple $1 billion off of the sale of the Seahawks, and maybe $100 million goes to anti-hunting actions, and that really screws us up.
Money talks.
It does.
Money
Unfortunately,
talks,
that's what makes the world go round. They have
A lot of
hired
greedy people around here.
paid full-time people for these anti-hunting organizations that show up at every single meeting, and they're creating problems and creating legislative moves and actions and different things all the time. And if we don't have someone or something combating that as a hunting organization or representing us, hunting disappears almost immediately.
100%.
If there wasn't these organizations that fight, we'd be gone immediately. Done. We'd be just like a lot of the European countries that they don't have hunting. They don't have public lands. They don't have access. They don't have any of that.
They suck.
Yeah.
It'd be like the Wild West again.
Be like,
bunch of outlaws running around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say.
No, 300 black on the sound, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But we know, everyone knows that it's getting more real year after year. I mean, we've only been doing this now, 4 or 5 years now. And in the time that we started Bear Country to now, there's been such a massive movement in the anti-hunting community, and it's just like,
oh my gosh.
It's every year. Like just today, I was doing a howl action for another fur ban in Colorado, and like there's this stuff happening in Washington, and we still haven't got our spring bear back, and we're probably not ever going to if we don't.
That's the worst part about it. The way I look at it is, as hunters, we don't attack anyone, and we're not trying to take anybody's stuff away. And if you're one of these crazy left anti-hunting, blue hair, whatever you want to call them, terrible people, that's fine. That's a good thing.
And if you're not that and you have blue hair, we apologize.
Yeah, if you got blue hair and you're not that, that's great. But I feel like I have never once put money towards something to take something away from somebody, ever. Right? But the anti-hunting community pulls together to keep chipping away at our hunting heritage and take away our hunting rights and take away our guns and take because these are the inclusive people, by the way, the most hateful group of people on the planet.
Yeah.
On the planet. They're out there screaming their heads off. We hate you. We hope you fucking die. We all get death threats all the time, by the way, from these crazy anti-hunting people.
It's not even theirs to take away from anyway.
So it's freaking a God-given right. Like, the Lord put the animals on the planet for us to hunt. For Christ's sake,
we're a bunch of hunters and gatherers. I mean,
it's in Medina, you know.
It's in our DNA.
So it really bothers me. It's not right, but the only way to beat this, unfortunately, was with money. So we got to pull together. We got to fund the right people, and
fund the right people. Do your research. Find out the organizations that are making a difference.
Sportsman's Alliance, Howl. Blood Origins.
Blood Origins.
I would say the top two right now is Howl for Wildlife. Sportsman Alliance, if you want to support them, they do legal action stuff. Blood Origins is trying to make moves in like perception. Howl's doing the same thing. They're trying to make perception pushes, and that's honestly where we need it the most right now is public perception of hunting.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we're becoming a minority in population.
Big time.
We don't need forget the people that are on the anti-hunting side, like they already have their viewpoints and stuff, and obviously we have our viewpoints, but we need those middle ground people, those people that are like kind of neutral. They don't really care either way. They just know what they know. Whatever they hear. We have to make a push to gain just the respect of those people. So they go, when that stuff does show up on the ballots in whatever state you're in, they go, no, I know a little bit about hunting. I've heard it from this message or this message. Yeah. Because if all they have is Sarah McLachlan singing, and some little puppy dog shivering, it's like, stop hunting. You got
to do it. You got to do it every day, and you have to be anti-hunting about it. When I say that, I mean I feel like this is a very broad generalization, but those are the type of people that will scream in your face and throw stuff at you and try and agitate you. Case in point, today I met a brand new doctor. I got a brand new family physician, doctor. I go and I talk to him, and he goes, and he's trying to, like, build the rapport. He goes, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I'm self-employed. He goes, well, what do you do? And I said, well, I've been in real estate for 22 years, and I've had a gun shop for 15 years, and then I own this part of this outdoor company. And he goes, oh, guns. Oh, I don't know about guns, and, like, obviously the vast majority of doctors are most likely left-leaning, anti-gun, right? And so I said, oh, well, like, do you have a gun? No, I don't have a gun. No, I couldn't. Well, if you're ever interested in learning about guns, and I start talking about guns, I said, did you know that I said, if you got in trouble, who would you call? And he goes, well, I'd call the police. And I go, do you know who builds the police guns? And he goes, no. I go, I do. If the SWAT team comes out here, they're going to shoot the bad guy with one of my rifles. So I do that for the police, for you. And he goes, oh, like, you could see.
Yeah.
Bing!
Yeah.
A light ball go off.
And then, I just tried to help him through the process. And I'm like, and I tell him about hunting and how, I eat a lot of wild game. Because he looks at me and he's like, oh, we got to test your A1C. By the way, that's for diabetes. I'm 6'4", 280 pounds, and he thinks that I have diabetes, which is fair, but I have a diabetes test in the morning, by the way. He put that on the thing, and I was like, no, I don't have diabetes. I go, I eat a lot, but I lift a lot of weights, and I eat a lot of wild game. I guarantee you, I'm nowhere. He goes, maybe you have pre-diabetes. I go, no, I don't. Like, I eat hundreds of pounds of venison every year. Like, trust me, I don't.
Yeah.
But he's younger too. He's like 36, I think. And so as a younger doctor, went to school in California. So he doesn't know. But at the same time, I took time out of that appointment to make sure that he knows that guns aren't bad.
Yeah.
Hunting's not bad. I don't have diabetes.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll find out in the morning. Guess the over-under on Kalshi tonight,
Yeah. Well, it's taken that extra little bit of time to educate, even if you're not getting anywhere really.
Yeah.
You're giving him, like, a different perspective, maybe.
Something to think about.
You gave him the benefit of the doubt.
So,
I
like,
probably wouldn't have done the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I was up,
That's just me,
like, when
though.
I took Jesse on that bear hunt this year, I don't know how much time I spent on the trail going up in this very populated hiking trail, talking to people about hunting and specifically talking about bear hunting. And people were non-hunters. And, it's in an area where there's a lot of liberal, like, left-leaning and, like,
100%.
We got guns and we're coming down with a dead bear. And I will say, though, like, I didn't get any, like, yelling or anything like that, but I did get some pretty, like, impactful, meaningful conversations about hunting, about why we were doing it, about the benefits of it. Like, yeah, we use all this meat and we use the fat and we use this and like that. And then people are like, oh, like, you could see, like, maybe they knew about, like, deer hunting and, like, people eat deer and stuff, but they didn't know that people eat bears. And
they just
bear
thought
meat
it was
is
a trophy
very,
game.
and I'd be like, yeah, it's like one of the most nutritious, like, best meats you can have. It's like, nutrition-wise, it's, like, up there at the top.
Dude, protein per pound, super high.
Yeah, super high. Like, it's got the right amino acids and fats and stuff in it that really are really healthy for you. And so I was, like, explaining that to people, and I feel like those kind of conversations with the non-hunting community are probably more important than we put, on paper. Just because
100%.
that gives them a perspective when they do hit that voting poll and they have some weird thing on there or some
There's
weird
some
action.
anti-hunting vote.
They go, remember that? Yeah, we should ban bear hunting. And they're like, but remember that nice young man that explained why he loves it?
Yeah.
Like, maybe we shouldn't take that away from them.
He was super handsome, and he was very fit.
And he was super fit. Oh, my gosh, it's making me sweat thinking about him.
Oh, boy.
James, to be fair.
Reel it in, Jim. Reel it in.
To be fair, guys, if you've never seen James with his shirt off or in his underwear because his calves are incredible, he's a very fit guy, and he doesn't go to the gym every day kind of guy. But he eats a lot of venison, a lot of bear, and it's the lifestyle. I try to eat more like you because sometimes I like to be last night. Did I eat a box of Girl Scout cookies? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to say I did.
It happens.
But
It happens.
the more I will tell you, this is a factual statement. So I had a phone conversation with my doctor today, my other doctor, and he goes, hey, you know, how are you feeling, and how's this, and how's that, and how's your diet? And he always asks me about my diet. He goes, what are you eating? And I go, I'm not eating enough venison, and I'm not eating enough bear. And he goes, Chris, you know, you feel better when you do that. And he goes, how's your skin? You know? And I'm like, oh, it's shit because I've been eating shit. And he goes, it's going to stay that way until you start eating better. And when I eat better, my skin's better. I feel better. I'm more physically fit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm more like 260 versus the 280. You know, so I'm like, fuck.
There's a huge, and I mean a huge difference in the way that you feel when you put in clean fuel
Oh,
and when you put in shit fuel.
100%.
You know, it's like going to the gas station and you could either get like the like zero ethanol, like high octane gas,
Right.
and you put that in your engine, or you can put in like something that's been sitting on the shelf for 6 years, and it's
corn
like
fuel.
it's probably all like clotted up, and you dump it in your tank, and you're like, my car might run, but it's gonna run like shit.
The cute girl putting diesel in her Honda Civic. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah.
but at least
Yeah.
her car will run.
and
Well,
If
there's
you do it the other way around, it won't.
it's
No,
just
it won't run.
it just you just feel better for one.
Yeah.
It gives you have more energy.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a while. Like, it's not like you have one meal that's shit and then you have another venison, like,
Yeah.
clean meal, and then you
Yeah.
feel great. But if you consistently do it, like, after a week of eating clean fuel, like vegetables and like, you know, venison and whatever your side is, that's, like, just putting in clean fuel, you start feeling great after about a week of being on a good, clean diet.
I gotta dial it in. So the bear hunt, the spring bear hunt in Alaska I don't think there's not like a ton of hiking. It's just going to be, you know, sneaking around. But the June elk hunt in Arizona could be like miles and 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 miles in like 110-degree weather.
Oh, yeah.
So
It could be one or the other. It could be like a 10-minute hunt.
could be yours.
Oh, yeah.
Could be you.
Or it could be a
Like my
grind.
dad's.
Yeah.
You know, my dad packed out elk until midnight, you know, and my dad's freaking tough as nails, dude. I can't believe he did that.
Yeah, that's that old man strength.
Dude, he's 70 fucking 3 years old. Old man strength up the ass, dude. I'm talking like, dude, he packed elk out to like midnight. Him and his guide was like 65. You know, he went with some old ass guy and they packed elk out all night by themselves. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're going to die. He's like,
You're gonna die.
it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Jeez.
And
That's
I'm
awesome.
like, so I want to make
Give
sure.
your balls a tug, Chris.
I know, but so my thought is I want to bring the big gun, right? The big gun.
Yeah.
And so if I'm
375?
if I'm going to pack out a 13.5-pound gun, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm rearing to go for 10, 15 miles.
Yeah.
And then 10, 15 miles back with an elk on my back.
Yeah. And that 15-pound
Man, I'm
gun.
jealous. I really wanted to go.
It's going to be good. Speaking of, tell the folks what you're going to do. You're being a cowboy.
I'm gonna go up and fish Bristol Bay with my good friend Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's
you guys are
got
doing
a
all the cool
boat,
shit.
and
I'm not doing
I'm gonna go fish the sock. It's always been on my bucket list of things I wanted to do, at least once in my life, and I wanted to experience doing the whole Bristol Bay sockeye fishing.
It's
Like,
going to be so rad.
I used to watch that show all the time. It was like, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like combat fishing, right? Like up in Bristol Bay for sockeye. I'm like, that looks awesome.
It looks so cool.
So I get to go experience
we
that.
know you, Jim, with the whole combat fishing. You're gonna
Oh, dude.
I guess
you're
it's
gonna
my
be-
jam.
You're going to be fired up the day you get there. You're
Well,
gonna go,
it's a good
"Oh,
thing.
shit."
Well, if you guys haven't listened or watched this, so Bjorn Sod was on our podcast. He's a giant man.
Yeah.
Giant man.
Big
and,
dude, yeah.
Yeah, and owns a boat up there. But
I mean,
the
just-
sweetest.
Just the name says a little
Yeah,
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
Bjorn
fucking
Solid.
Norwegian,
giant
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
Norwegian, old Viking blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. he's got hands like 5-gallon buckets. You don't want to mess with that guy.
He's got that Nordic gene in him.
Yeah.
No, I feel like if we get up throwing down with some other like Russian boat or something, I feel like it'd be pretty good with Bjorn.
Dude, the other boat's gonna be in deep shit.
Yeah, I'll be like the quick, shifty guy that's like kind of moving around and
Hitting
them
with
with
fish.
Yeah. Got a couple sandwiches. Wow.
Just come flying in out of nowhere.
That's gonna be awesome though. So we will have content on that as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm super excited about.
It'll be fun.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna be in Arizona, and I'm going with my dad, and I'm going with the head of Stillaguamish Wildlife, which I'm super excited about. And then his cousin's gonna go now too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's gonna be.
So you guys are gonna have the whole camp?
We got the
basically?
whole camp.
Nice. I was just talking to our good friend JP at Big Chino.
Yeah.
I saw him at the event, and I was like,
Did
"Hey,
ya?
yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I'm looking forward to having that group down and blah blah blah." I was like, "Man, I wish I could go." He's like, "Yeah, you can still come." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
You gotta go be a sea cowboy.
Yeah. I'll just pave the way the first year, and then you guys all just go and have fun without me.
I'm
It's
just gonna
okay.
ride your coattails. I was given specific instructions, from Gary, to hey, at night I want to make sure that we have a hot tub because I like to soak. And I'm like,
That's awesome.
you got it, dude. So
You got
I'm gonna get an Airbnb with a hot tub.
There
for
you
him.
go. Get on that, dude. You gotta get a good Airbnb.
Well, he's a big jack dude, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing like
Well, if you guys are splitting it 4 ways, you guys could probably get a nice place.
Sounds like you guys are really gonna rough it down there.
dude, Airbnbs are so freaking cheap. So I looked it up. It's like $1,300 for a week.
Oh, dude,
For a week.
that's awesome.
I'm like, dude, you can't rent my house for a night for that.
Yeah.
Like, good Lord.
You guys are gonna be all just like a bunch of big grown men sitting in a hot tub after an elk hunt, just like
Just
blood soaking off your arms
Just
into the hot tub.
disgusting, dude.
It's gonna look like a big old can of tomato soup after you guys
dude.
get out.
Old Papa Roms, it's going to be like,
Be flies swarming around it.
Oh, dude.
It's gonna cost you extra $1,300 just to clean the hot
we
tub
had
after
to
you're done.
throw this hot tub away. That's awesome. You guys are gonna have fun, dude.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a good time. The content's going to be.
Stay tuned for that because that
we got-
hunt's gonna be
We
awesome.
got a big year coming up.
Yeah, and the Prince of Wales, the spring hunt, is
Gosh,
going to
we
be.
got a lot of hunts lined up.
So it should all come together, but I'm going to be hunting off of a boat, off of the shore, no inland hunting whatsoever, and it's going to be like James and we were talking about this earlier. It's going to be like,
Gosh, I really want to figure out.
it's
how
going to be so
When
good.
are you doing that?
May.
May.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Stephen Ranella, you can kiss my.
Dude, that was one that I
Dude,
really,
it's
really
gonna be so
wanted.
good.
I really wanted to go on that.
Clay thinks he's cool with his wetsuit, sneaking up with his bow. I'm bringing a freaking cannon, dude. What gun? I don't know, but it's gonna be big. It's gonna shoot a big bullet. It's gonna shoot real fast and a long ways.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hammer a giant.
Did you get Joey to go with you?
He's gonna be a last minute type. I think.
Okay.
I think he's gonna go. Joey, if you're listening, you're gonna go.
Yeah.
Joey, if you're
You should
listening,
go,
you're gonna
Joey.
go.
He's gonna go.
It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to hunt with a guy like Chris.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Just saying. You know, as I pull the trigger on a 4-foot bear.
Yes, exactly.
Blouch!
He's like, "Why did you shoot that?"
I get excited.
I thought it was 7 foot. but-
Oh, dude, it's gonna be red. And in 2027,
Going up with the rivets, right?
going up with old Johnny Rivet,
Yeah. The
Okay.
legendary.
the legendary 8-foot bear killing Johnny Rivet. So he said, and I quote, "Chris, I have an 8-foot bear for you."
And you know what? I believe him. And
Not if Cam Haines shoots it first.
Dude,
No.
man, I'm not gonna lie. I have the most respect for Cam Haines, but I whoop Cam Haines' ass. He's dude. Back to the size of the people on TV.
Yeah.
Cam Haines is a little dude.
Yeah.
you just get a hold of him.
He's spry. He's
hold him.
spry, but I could Larry Wheels, Dean the Great him, just toss him
Yeah,
around.
right.
He's a little guy.
You killed my 8-foot bear.
Yeah, don't kill my bear. God damn it.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited about that. I literally text Johnny and I said, hey, man, I have a spot in the bear cave for that bear, so I'm ready. And he's like, are you serious? And I was like, oh, yeah, life-size, standing up, the whole deal.
Oh, yeah, dude. That would actually be perfect.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. 8-foot bear, is it even going to fit there?
I don't know.
His head's going to be damn near touching the ceiling.
Here's the deal. Maybe we hire Forsland Services to just blow the wall out.
Now we're talking.
We're just going to blow it out, add another 7,000 square feet. Just a quick 7,000 square feet.
So now we're digging tunnels underneath the house.
Tomato, potato, let's do it, you know?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, we could do it.
Doug?
Be a lot of money.
Doug's looking
Be a lot of money.
Doug's looking at me like, we're going to do that with your 303 out there? We're going to dig a 7,000? Okay, all right. So it looks like I'm employed for the next 7 years.
Yeah, right?
No, dude, we're going to get a bunch
How's
of...
the ground around here? Is it hard or is it soft?
It's hard paint. It's no big deal.
We're going to get a bunch of those dwarfs from Lord of the Rings to go in there and dig tunnels underneath and take all the material out and then bring concrete in.
Dwarves.
That'd be so dope, dude.
But anyways.
we got some really good hunts. I'm super excited. Speaking of, if you're in Washington State, obviously this is going to come out in a little bit, but today multi-season hunts just came out. So if you've bought it already, you can submit now. And if you have not bought your multi-season hunt for your elk or your deer, you need to buy it and you can submit it as of today.
I just did it today.
So do that.
When you sent me that, I went on there and bought it, and I think I have 9 points for multi-season elk now.
Holy shit.
But I have 0 for deer because I drew it last year.
Right.
And then I got my quality deer tag, so I was like, I'm not buying that.
Yeah. Multi-season elk's going to be great. Good year for elk.
If I draw that, I mean, I guess one of the benefits of multi-season elk is that you can put in for rifle, archery,
And muzzleloader
tags in the same year, that's a benefit for me because I never put in for like a lot of the rifle tags.
Right.
Just because you have to pick either muzzleloader or archery or whatever.
You even do that.
Yeah. So if you have the multi-season, then you get to put in, and I never put in for the bull elk category because they're all rifle tags.
Right.
So I'd be able to do that. And I have like damn near 20 points now for elk. So
I think one of us will get drawn for something as far as like, not that when I say something, not including multi-season, because that's the low hanging fruit as far as the picks go in Washington State. If I'm correct, I don't think any of us have been drawn for an oil tag.
No.
Dude, we're due.
We gotta be due, dude.
We're due. Let's go.
It sucks.
Let's go.
It sucks that they've cut the mountain goat tags so deep.
Drastically.
And, even the moose tags have gotten cut quite a bit, too, because the wolves have really done a number on a lot of the moose populations over there. But I have 22 points for moose.
Jackpot.
And I have, like, 20 points for goat and, like, 20 points for
sheep,
bighorn. And I got, like, almost 20, I think 19 for quality elk.
Maybe we'll do, as we put in, we'll do a little podcast on some of the units and what we're putting in for.
Oh, dude, no way. I'll give everyone fake units so they don't put in for my tags.
Talking to you, Jeff.
Yeah, P and Wild listens to all of our stuff so they can copy our cool units that we hunt.
Hey-o.
Speaking of, P and Wild's going to be down at the, what was the show?
I think it's what we're promoting P and Wild now? Come on. Northwest Hunt
there.
Expo.
No,
they're doing the new one too, I think.
Oh.
No, they're good people, dude. Go support them. Support the local community. You know, we've never had an issue with any of the P and Wild guys. They've always been supportive of what we're doing. We've been supportive of what they're doing. We're from the same region.
I'm still going to give Jeff shit.
We give each other shit.
That's
sometimes.
just what we do.
Yeah.
That's what
when you're buddies.
That's what you do, you know.
But
Jeff likes to shoot a gay 6'5" Creedmoor, and that's his thing. He wears a man thong sometimes, but
you can and wears a wife beater at times.
You can go buy one of their T-shirts or their Nalgene's and their hats, and just the P and Wild is they were I think one of the first ones here in Washington.
Yeah, they were definitely the first ones in this region.
And I think like them. So as far as Washington goes, them, Cy Outside, us.
I saw Simong
Yeah.
at the expo. Talked to him for a while.
And I feel like you gotta support local, dude. You know, like you know, there's minus Jason Phelps, but we can't count him. But you know, as far as Washington
the
goes,
Soul Seeker guys, the Genesis Outdoors guys,
Genesis,
those guys,
they've all moved away, right?
Yeah, they're all gone now.
Yeah.
I saw
Soul Seeker moved away. Genesis moved away.
I saw Johnny Mack.
Did you really?
There. Yeah, he was at the expo.
Came in from Tejas?
He came in there and poached Charles for a minute and brought him on his podcast.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I saw him down there.
Old Johnny Mack, he's a local guy that moved to Texas. Genesis moved to Idaho. And you know what? Good for them, dude. Like, if I could move to Idaho or Texas right now and still keep my income, I would, but I can't because, you know, it's all here, and Bob Ferguson's has got me by the short hairs, so.
You never know. In the near future, maybe
your
we'll
roots
be
are
splitting.
deep tied in good old Pacific Northwest.
Hey, I'll tell you what, boys, as soon as that Powerball hits, see ya. Y'all going to be seeing some content on the ranch.
We're going to buy all the oil tags in Washington.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, all the governor's tags.
All the governor's
It'll
tags.
be like a last hoorah.
Dude,
we got all of our Washington oil tags.
There's going to be just a camera crew following me around 24/7. I'm going to be murdering.
Dude, I've never understood this. So, like, I was talking to some guy the other day, and he's like, man, I don't know what I'd do if I retired. I just have to keep working, just keep myself busy. And I'm like, dude, if I was retired or if I didn't have any obligations or responsibilities, I would hunt all the time.
Dude.
All the time.
Every day.
Every day. I would hunt to my max abilities until my wife was like, you better get home because I'm lonely and I'm going to divorce you.
Dude.
That would be my limitation.
I had this conversation last night. My 64-year-old uncle.
Isn't that every day? Don't they tell you that
I
every
still
day?
do that now, but, you know, I have kids now, so I have to,
So
I have responsibilities, Doug.
But, you know Uncle John, right?
Yeah.
So my uncle's 64. He's from Wyoming originally. He came over yesterday. I signed a contract around on his house. He's going to sell his house in Warm Beach. He's moving back to Lander, Wyoming. And we went through – this is how – I have the contract out, and I'm trying to get him – he doesn't have a computer, right? So we got to hand sign everything, which is like back 20 years ago.
That's awesome.
So we're hand signing stuff. And every like 2 pages, we're opening up Onyx, and we're zooming in around Lander. Oh, I killed a buck here. I killed a bull here. You know what? I've always wanted to hike into this draw and go down to the bottom and fly fish right here, so I'm going to do that. And he's just telling me, like, you know, I got to get in – I got to go here and I got to go there. And I'm like, dude, he's going to be living the dream. He's going to go hunting and shooting and fishing every day.
That's what we all should be trying to
At
strive
64,
for.
that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, good for him.
And he's still spry as shit.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Here's a pro tip, by the way.
Pro tip.
And this is coming from someone who hasn't done it. So just, you know.
Great assault.
If you're thinking about retirement and you're like, oh, man, I just need to save a little bit more money, and you're like in your 60s, you know.
Shut it down.
Just if you're even thinking about it.
Do it.
Don't worry about the money. Do it now. Go do the fun stuff. And do it before your body breaks down.
Yeah, to where you can't do it no more.
I know so many guys, including my dad, who just pushed it to the border, and they're like all the way till they couldn't do it anymore, and then they retire, and then they can't do all the fun shit that they wanted to do after they retired.
That's what I'm doing right now, dude. I'm taking all that retirement money. I'm spending it all
dude,
on
I've spent way more than my fair share of stuff that should have been savings and retirements on hunts and fun stuff.
Did you want to talk about riding the razor as far as divorce goes? I'm like, hey, honey.
I know you have.
Hey, honey, I'm going to go on these 9 hunts this year. And she's like, oh, really?
Yep. People ask me sometimes, like, how much is too much? And I say, as far as you can go without getting a divorce.
100%. I love my wife with all my heart, but I'm going to push it to the max.
As long as your kids still recognize you when you come home.
Yep. And she's my.
And she doesn't have a new dad.
And
Jamal isn't in your bed.
Dude, our daughters are going to be teenagers here pretty soon, so you and me are going to be doing a lot more hunting because we're going to be like, time to get out of the house. Let's
go.
Right.
Well, now that I'm taking my son more, and Alexia, she has got a fair amount of interest in hunting too, but not as much as Easton. Easton is like,
dude,
he will hunt with me. I can already see the writing on the wall. As much as I will possibly take him, he wants to go, and I'm just gonna have to support that, and just.
I can say, without a doubt, I've been around, boys. I've been around. I've seen a lot of young men. We're doing the sports thing. My nephews, everything. I have never seen an 8-year-old boy with as much testosterone and drive to go out there and just kill and eat as your boy. He is all that is man. He wants to be in the woods. He wants to hunt a deer. He wants to cook the deer. He wants to cut up the deer. He wants to do. He is all boy.
100% boy.
Dude, he is like, if you looked up little man boy, like, good night. That boy is there's gonna be not a deer or
I thought that I was like obsessed with hunting, but I think that when he hits age where he's able to do it all the way with me, dude, I want to take him and do all the stuff. I want to take him to Alaska. I want to go do all these adventures that I dreamed about doing when I was a kid.
Right.
Like, I get to live through them a little bit and like be like, I'm gonna give this to you as my gift, right?
And then you can get away with
maybe
it with
you
your
won't
wife.
have any money for college, but you're gonna go on some cool hunts.
Dude, college is a waste of money anyways. Just go on the hunt, and then you can tell your wife, well, honey, he's only 9, 10, 12, 14 once. We got to do it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's such a good out.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we're going to do all the stuff. He's telling me all this crazy stuff. He told me the other day he wanted to go and shoot a muskox, and I'm like,
dude, yes. Yes.
I'm like, okay, I kind of want to do that too. It's like prehistoric animal. Like,
yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. He's just like, but he doesn't have any like concept of like how much stuff costs, right? It's like,
go ask mom.
Yeah, go ask your mom. I think we'll be good.
Dude, yeah. I love it.
So it's going to be a fun adventure for me to be able to share that with him, and just like, like, that's like, looking back now, like, if you would have been able to do all that stuff at a young age with your dad,
oh, dude,
wouldn't that have been just incredible? Like, I hunted with my dad, but we didn't ever do anything extravagant. We didn't go on huge adventures. Like, a huge adventure was Eastern Washington,
Yeah.
which was still awesome.
Yeah.
As a kid, but like imagine like going to Alaska and going on like a moose hunt in the Yukon or something like that. Like,
dude, when I was a kid,
I would have loved that.
My dad worked every day. I think I went hunting with my dad 3 times before I went into college. Maybe. He worked every day.
Yeah.
He had to support 4 kids. My mom didn't work. He worked and worked. Dude, he's working to this day, 73 years old, working today, And so that's why
We're just making up for childhood trauma.
Dude, I'm telling you, I got a lot of trauma.
A lot of trauma built up.
So that's why I'm like, that's why when I go on, like, in here next month when we put in for Montana, I'll put him in. He doesn't have a choice. He doesn't even know I'm putting him in. It's going on Visa. It's Visa's money. I don't give a shit,
Yeah.
Dad, guess what? You got drawn for Montana. Congratulations, we're going. He's going to be like, what? I'm like, yep, we're taking a month off. Let's go.
Yep.
And we're going to go murder shit, dude. Elk, deer, wolf, coyotes.
Possibly antelope. Could be you.
Could be you. It's going to be so good.
I'm looking forward to that.
I can't wait, dude.
Well, should we reel this one in?
Yeah,
Let's
we should
wrap
it up. We've been going a
Well,
while.
it's been a fun podcast, boys, and we appreciate everybody following along, and we appreciate all the fans. And we will be announcing. Let's do.
Yes.
Giveaways.
Before we wrap this up, joke's on you.
Yeah. One last thing.
So apparently we did a giveaway a couple podcasts ago.
It was the last podcast.
Okay, so it feels like a long time.
It's been a long time, but it's only one podcast ago.
So what was the giveaway and what were the stipulations, Doug?
Something about a waffle?
You got to comment waffle iron on the YouTube on that specific episode.
Waffle iron?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't know why, go back and listen to that, and you'll find out.
You gotta watch the podcast. Only the people that actually commented that actually even know what the hell it means.
Yeah. So we have
for an Onyx 1-year subscription, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should just
a premium Onyx subscription, which we'll mail it to you.
We should just give it to all the people that comment.
Yeah, we will, because I think we have a handful of them.
Yeah.
So if I say your YouTube name,
and we're not going to go out and look for you, so
you have
pay
to
attention.
You have to be able to get in touch with us and get us your address so we can mail these things to you.
Yeah.
So First one, this guy says commercial waffle iron. LOL. I don't. That's like next level.
I like it.
X Dr. Ox. So send us a message. We'll get you a premium membership to Onyx. We have, man, there was a handful of comments here. Skylar Spring 7676 says waffle iron, Euro mount everything, boys. Yeah, send us a message, dude. We'll get you a premium membership for Onyx.
Just comment on this.
I2 Jesse, I think I know who that is. He says waffle iron, diehard fan here that listens to every show, even at Sheep Show. Thanks for listening, Jesse. And Jake P5121 says the waffle iron. This has got to be incorporated in a anti-fishing game committee T-shirt somehow.
Yes,
dude, this guy's got his profile picture is a cowboy riding a mountain lion. I like this guy. I don't know his tag for YouTube is Jake EP5121. He says the waffle iron. This has got to be incorporated in an anti-fishing game committee T-shirt somehow, and he's got a picture of a cowboy riding a mountain lion.
Those are
I like it.
I like
our
this
kind
guy.
of people.
So if you're one of those people that we named off,
send us a message.
Send us a message or comment on this episode, and we'll send you a free membership for Onyx.
Yeah,
for 1 year.
Yeah,
premium membership.
It'll be awesome.
Should we give anything else away?
Do you want to do a giveaway for this episode?
Yeah.
What do you want to give away?
Should we? We got a few more of those. We can.
You can get an Onyx membership, and how about a special edition Bear Country Outdoors Howl.org T-shirt?
Oh,
because we have a bunch of those left over too, right?
I feel like we should have people give us who we should have on for a guest, because I feel like we got a couple guests lined up.
Yeah.
But maybe a local guy or a girl or somebody who's...
You could be reaching for the stars, too. I have quite a contact list of A-list and B-list.
We're sitting in Stanwood, Washington, so anybody who wants to come to Stanwood, Washington...
I mean, we're not getting Chris Pratt on, so don't say anything stupid, but...
Dude,
maybe he'd come on. I don't know.
I know Chris Pratt.
Star-Lord, come on.
You know Chris Pratt?
Yeah, I played against him in high school.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he probably doesn't remember
call
me.
him up.
You know?
Call him up. What's up, buddy?
But yeah, just give us some ideas for guests to have on, or who would you like to hear come on. You know, I was thinking we might even fly in some people this year to have them, come on the show.
Be on the show. We'll put you up at the Forest and Ranch.
Yeah.
It's a good deal.
It'll be a great deal.
Leave
a comment.
In the old Cantrell Outdoors History Museum,
or
on the good old couch right there. You know,
you could sleep on the couch. It's a good time.
Good time.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
So leave a comment. Who would you like to see have us on as a special guest? And you can win an Onyx Premium membership and a special edition Howl Bear Country Outdoor T-shirt.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, until next time, guys, stay humble and hunt hard.